Here's
No, I don't have a pick. The pick is on the workbench. Yeah, the thing is, we could actually use coal too, because
I'm standing on coal. Yeah, like standing on coal, but I didn't bring the picks, so I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna mark it so I remember.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a personal marker for where I found coal earlier, so I can always come back to it.
I just never set a marker before, so I have to like learn that. Oh, cool! You can set a quick waypoint. Oh, cool. Does it reset? If you set a quick waypoint, can you do more than one?
I think it's only one, but I'm not sure.
Okay, that's okay. I just wondered what the system was. One of the things I love about Rust is you can do like 15 marks now, which is so good for a clan leader. Because you can just mark bases like they're like conquests that you can just go take one by one, and it's such a good system.
Alright, hurry up and get to your quest. We're trying to power this.
I'm on foot. I can't do anything about that. That's why we're trying to do this. Part of this is my water is bad and I didn't realize. There we go. Okay, you ready? Oh no, are we clearing?
Yep.
Or do you want me to start it?
Yeah, start it. We've already cleared this one like 3 times. Oh, found a hazmat zombie finally. And it's dark in here. Ooh, I can make pumpkin cheesecake now.
Sorry.
I get to be so unafraid of these tier 1 zombies now, it's wonderful.
It is. We can just fucking blitz this place and get it done.
Well, I've got a tier 3 weapon, even though it's only rank 1, but I've got a tier 3 weapon and 3 points into my weapon skill.
Hells yeah.
Like, this is the point.
Port, at least 3.
Yeah, but now that I get the extra stamina back when I score a kill, I can just go nuts on these weaker zombies. Oh, that's a feral. That's why it wasn't going down.
Yeah, I was like horde. I saw the feral and I was like, it's probably worse than we normally get.
Oh, it's down now.
I don't normally call horde, you know, for no reason. Courier satchel, but I don't know.
Oh, there's a Monkey D. Luffy hat.
Oh, are these your supplies here? They are.
I already got my
Oh,
my
you
thingy.
got 'em, okay.
Yeah, I got a farmer's hat though. Kind of
Ooh,
excited
nice.
about that.
That's good. Let's go we can.
Yeah, it gives you like a 2% seed bonus. I think that's when you harvest a higher chance of getting seeds back from your harvesting.
God, I love the loot. Okay, where is this? It's like, down. Oh, I found it. Okay, we're G2G.
Alright, I got my farmer hat on now. Yeah, I'm Monkey D. Luffy now.
Hells yeah, dude.
Got my one piece and my three piece. It took a long time before they finally like even hinted at what the One Piece was in the show. I'm still like at episode 750 or something right now.
I've never done the One Piece, but I did a lot of anime.
In my opinion, the first 250, maybe 350 episodes are fucking painfully boring and awful. But eventually it starts picking up once they've built the characters and once just later they had more money for budgets and all that kind of crap. So it was really painful to watch at first, but I'm actually enjoying it now. When people are going like full cut mode for One Piece, they're talking about how it's the greatest series ever and blah 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 blah, and they'd be gripped in your seat the whole time. I'm like, it's not even a fair claim to make if you're a huge fanboy until the show's been going on for several
Bleach.
episodes.
I'm sorry, not Bleach, but One Piece is the best anime of all time, I believe, because it has sold the most, it has reached the most, it has had the most cultural impact.
Yeah.
You know.
If we're going off of that, I would say
It used to be Inuyasha.
definitely.
I mean, Inuyasha sat in that crown for 15 years or something. It's good that somebody else took over. Then before that, it was like, you know, Dragon Ball or one of those, or you know, Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam, or there's always some big crown. And I'm glad that it's One Piece, because you know what it always is it's almost always mobile mech suit Gundam stuff, like, or weird Dragon Ball stuff. It's good that it's One Piece, you know. One Piece is a lot more grounded.
Well, there's definitely a lot of anime that I like a lot more.
Naruto had it before they did. Naruto had it for like 10 years. Naruto was the original one. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've watched all of Naruto. I don't know, Baruto's in the muck somewhere as far as, like, I don't know if they're even making it anymore. But
I don't think so. It's been a while. It's an old anime.
no, Baruto's not that old.
Oh, Baruto, no. I said Naruto, like the N.
Yeah, Naruto, well, that one wrapped up, and then Baruto is basically Naruto 2.
Oh, I didn't know that. They made a sequel, did they?
Yeah, Baruto is like several years in the future, and now everyone has kids, and they've all been fucking.
Yeah.
And it's the kids having the adventure.
Yeah, it's weird. I was like such a man-child for like 30 years. I watched like only specifically cartoons and anime. Now I don't do any at all. And I sit there and I watch boring ass shit like Trevor Noah and fucking you know, like Suits or Law and Order or
Oh, gross.
all reality stuff like Trailer Park Boys, or it's all people stuff now for me, because it's like,
Congratulations.
I used to have a real
Here's your
taste for the
reward.
fantastic and the sci-fi, but I lived there for 40 years. Now I'm a murder porn guy. I want realistic, as close to real life as I can get, and it's just a taste thing. It has nothing to do with, you know, I love me. So, okay, my 5 favorite animes are Fooly Cooly, Trigun, Neon Genesis Evangelion. God damn it, the 4th one is Full Metal Alchemist, just the actual Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, just the normal Full Metal Alchemist. And then the 5th one was spacing on the name, Vampire, Berserk. The 5, those are my top 5. And so if it's not those 5, I'm like, you know, and I know One Piece isn't those 5.
Well, if we're talking like my favorite ones that I've watched, I wouldn't even include any of those in my favorites.
See, I suffer now from the problem where I don't want to go to new stuff. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do One Piece. It'll take forever. I don't watch much television. It sucks.
I only am able to get by watching One Piece because I watched it at work on my breaks.
Does your boy like it? Is he too young or?
No, my boy's autistic. I don't have him watching any anime right now.
Any right now? Too young, right? Or well, yeah.
Yeah, it's too young for him. He's basically Shaun the Sheep. Is what he wants to watch.
Oh god, this. Okay, so I've got two options here. I've got fetch or buried supplies. One's 600-meter buried, and the other one's a 1.3 kilometer fetch.
Oh, those are both bad.
They're both bad. So you call, buddy. I don't know.
Do the buried because we can at least get some clay out of that.
You have to help me with that because that's a nightmare. Oh wait, no. T1 I'll do myself if you want. I'll just go do. If you want to do something else, it doesn't matter.
I don't really have anything else better to do right now.
Digging is like a nightmare. Let's get it out of the way. I'm heading
At least
out.
you can look for. So don't go the same route. I'm going to take a wider route.
I need a pick. I want that pick before we leave.
Yes, get the pick off the workbench.
Yeah,
sorry. If we take a different route, we can each look for birds' nests, and we might actually get a decent number of feathers. So, there's ways to make up for the fact that we now have to go really, really far.
And so now, and it's been like 20 years since I've watched Cartoon Network or any of that stuff. So now it's hard. It's hard for me. I don't know where to find new anime, and if I do, it's all the stuff that people hype. You know?
I mean, I can always give you recommendations. Like, my probably favorite anime, I'm not talking like the greatest anime, I'm just talking like what I've enjoyed the most.
No, dude, it sucks. The only thing I'm
love
into,
Overlord.
They have to die. The only stuff I'm into, they have to die. It's got to be like horror or... It's not like I'm sick, it's just like there has to be some weird real-life consequence now. I'm like a real-life addict now. It's so
one that has character death, all of the main ones haven't died, but Saga of the Galactic Heroes, it's a very old anime from like the 90s, but...
I've heard Overlord's good, yeah.
They've had a re-release of Saga of the Galactic Heroes, like a remake of it, basically. New, better animation, all that crap. And it's actually really good. They're like 3 seasons in. I hope they're making more, but I've liked it a lot. It's got good characters, a lot of really good plot, and yeah, there are characters that die. The main two, it's basically the story of two characters from two different empires that are fighting each other. One's a republic and one's like an imperial monarchy. And it's really interesting because you get to see the showcases of like the best and worst of both those forms of government while you're watching it. Like the republic has a bunch of corrupt despots ruling over it and just shitting on people, but it also has the most individual liberty for its people and most upward mobility, whereas the empire, everything's nice and clean and orderly, and if you do what the monarch says, you're okay, but they have massive civil wars every time there's some kind of succession issue. And also there is the class system where like their nobles live in the lap of luxury, but their poor people live worse than the most decrepit non-homeless people in the republic. You're like, even though that's a space age empire, imperial civilians are usually living in like old wood cottages. They don't have laser guns. They're living like they're in the 1400s basically.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's really cool. Both the two main characters are both brilliant strategists that keep butting heads in like giant space conflicts all the time, and it's a very well done show. I like it a lot. But yeah, Overlord is my single favorite anime so far. I've read the manga. I haven't read the light novel, which I'm probably going to get desperate enough to start reading at some point.
I will do Overlord then, because I do about one anime a year. I'll make a since you made a recommendation to me, have you seen Outlaw Star?
No, I haven't seen that.
Watch Outlaw Star. It's 26 episodes. It's Sunrise at its best. It's the same people who made Cowboy Bebop and same exact crew who made Cowboy Bebop and I forget their other one.
You're gonna need to get over here fast.
I am. I'm coming. I'm coming direct to you. But I mean, I had to dump all the loot from the last one, and I'm not as fast as you because I haven't been playing this game. I did it as fast as I could.
Yeah. Well, Overlord, I've watched through it twice now, and I picked up a huge subplot the second time I was watching it that I never even kind of grasped the first time. I'll try to keep it as low detail and keep on like some of the base ideas.
Don't tell me any of it. No spoilers.
Okay.
None at all. I'm serious when I said I will watch it. I will watch it this month. I'll watch it this week.
Well, so just a hint while you're watching it though. In the main, like, each season has a different opening and ending song. I think they're both fantastic, by the way. You can listen to like the compilation on
They're
YouTube.
always good. Those songs are always so good.
They've got really good
Yeah, I bet they
anime
do.
metal.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the first season, the opening music, that's actually what hints at like the massive subplot going on with the main character that they still haven't really delved into very much by season 4.
Okay.
But there's 4 seasons out, and no idea when season 5 is happening. This is one of the few anime I've ever watched. I think it's the only one I can think of actually, where the manga is years behind the anime in progress. You know, normally it's the other way around. This one, the anime is literally years ahead of where the manga is at.
Interesting. I like the approach. I had never thought of doing that. That's cool.
I mean, there's a light novel that it's all based off of. I've never read like a Japanese light novel before, so that's something I haven't even really considered dipping my toes into. But I like it so much, and it's been so slow to release lately, because the studio that does the anime, they finished season 4, and then what I read off all the comments on Crunchyroll is they're taking a break from making the anime to instead make a movie that bridges like a time gap between some of the characters that happens like midway in season 4. So they're kind of going back and filling in some story holes instead of just continuing the story.
Okay. Retcons.
Oh, because I desperately want to see the show go like progress, and I want to see the story and the characters and all that shit.
Right. Well, check out Outlaw Star. It really blew me away. It's a sci-fi pirate adventure, just like One Piece. Pirates in space. It's probably the progenitor to One Piece. It's the first, probably the first pirate anime, really. Very old too, about 20 years old, 25 years old.
It's not based on like that Captain Harlock or whatever it is.
No, it's just this blonde dude and his young friend, and they get their own spaceship when they're like 15, and they go out and just sail the fucking stars. It's a wonderful fucking show. It's like Cowboy Bebop's the closest thing that I could tell you. It's exactly like Cowboy Bebop. It's the progenitor to Cowboy Bebop. It's where we got Cowboy
here.
Bebop. I am here.
Let's go dig a hole.
And the other one, okay, so the one I watched last year. Do you have a Netflix sub right now, or do you watch Netflix?
Well, I bum my parents' Netflix. I'm not gonna pay for.
So watch Agritsuko if you haven't seen it. It's so good, fucking so good.
Oh, I tried watching a little bit of that.
It might not be you. It's kind of a girly show. It sucks how girly it is, but it's also a hardcore, really good metal show about like friendship and metal. It has kind of a brony approach that I appreciate it quite a bit. It's all about friendship and how like music can get you through the hardest parts of your life. I thought it was amazing but it's also a crappy girls show, kind of like The Office mixed with like, I don't know, like My Little Pony or something. No, it's like The Office mixed with something girly. It's kind of too girly of a show. I don't know why I made the recommendation to you, except the metal's in it is extremely good, Baegon. The music in it's fucking worth watching it for. Every episode they go to the karaoke bar, and this cute little girl sings screamo metal.
I mean, I've seen like GIFs and stuff of the show that seemed like it might be interesting, but when I tried watching the show myself, I couldn't get more than 5 minutes into it. I just thought it was really bland and boring.
Yeah, actually, you know, if I were to make a recommendation to you, I would say watch the music of it on YouTube. Watch the music videos. Don't do the whole show. The show is like kind of like a soap opera, you know? But the music they did was fucking sweet. It's some of the best death metal I've heard in a while. Japanese death metal is actually really good, I would say. It's up there with like Mongolian or like Asian death metal can be very good. And death metal has something to do with like bad things. It's like the speed of it. The tempo.
Found it.
Hey, right on. I was starting to think it was like a upper. Is it always deeper?
It's always a little ways in, yeah.
Okay. I thought it might be anywhere.
Oh, this is so nice having the perk, and I can just start hitting things. Alright, I think that's everything dead. Oh, Don't worry about that shit right now.
Well, we're standing on it though, and I got it. I got
I
this
guess.
thing while you were getting on your bike. It was
Well,
Matt's
you're not
way.
gonna get back to base before the.
One thing about arrows is it requires stone, and we don't have any.
We got lots of stone.
We do? Oh, maybe I was just looking in the. No, no, we
Oh,
don't.
you
No,
know what?
no, no.
I have 4,500 stone in my bags. I've never actually deposited stone because I
Oh,
always keep a stack on me.
oh, okay.
So I have stone. Now I'm gonna kind of meander around and look for eggs, I guess, since we really do need to stock up on feathers right now.
That's what I've been looking for.
You're not gonna find it if you take the exact same path home that I'm taking.
I'm taking my path. You speak for yourself.
Yeah, one thing is when you're on a vehicle, you have like a better bird's eye kind of view, and
You
you can
do.
see the nests a lot more easily than if you were walking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, being on my bike, it's annoying because I have to keep getting off my bike and getting back on it over and over, but I can see the nests so much more easily. Now, these excursions are nice because they make the time pass, and when they're over, my farm is ready to be picked again.
And hopefully I get a bike.
Well, sometime soon. You got to be close to it.
It's such a stone, it's also metal. You know? Walking past a metal node is kind of hard for me.
Oh, we need all that stuff. It's never a waste.
Since I'm out here stuck in bumfuck walking anyways.
Yeah, now it's nighttime. This FEMA camp probably has some really valuable shit in it, though.
My stepfather believes that there's all these FEMA camps on the west coast out here for when whenever the evil empire decides to take our guns or whatever. And he believes that there's all these secret FEMA camps that they're just sitting there empty waiting.
Well, the Democrats are going to take them piece by piece while the Republicans just stand by and do nothing.
No. It's where the Republicans will put the peasants when the revolution comes or whatever. I mean, and that's...
Well, we definitely have a problem in that there aren't any major politicians that actually have power that are pro-gun. Like in a meaningful way. I mean, like even Trump is anti-gun.
that is true. Yeah, that is very true.
Like,
That's true.
Trump isn't going to take your guns, but Trump is an anti-gunner. Remember his bump stock ban? Like
They're
that's
all anti-gunner. They all do assault weapon bans.
Yeah.
Bush, Clinton.
Like as a right winger, I can definitely say that the bump stock ban is on my list of my top 5 shittiest things Trump's done. Like it's one of the things I can bring up and be like, yeah, Trump's not perfect. Here's some reasons why.
Yep.
Yeah, I've always been disturbed by the bump stock ban. It's such a senseless ban too. It just makes it seem really like mean-spirited and just generally anti-gun.
I remember when they did the conversion trigger ban. My best friend and I took a real and serious look at building a business around maybe 3D printers or some such, trying to make essentially, I believe, ghost guns, essentially. Because you can make so much money doing that, and that was like right before it was illegal. We took a hard look at that. We were like, we don't want to piss off the government, you know? I think it was the wise choice, too.
Black ghost guns of war, semi-automatic or semi-fully automatic.
No. I mean, like people should be able to convert their semis to autos. It's their goddamn gun. That's like saying you can't put a strap on your backpack or like a I don't know. It's because it's a gun, I know, but it's still weird. That it's the person's choice whether they want to put a automatic trigger on their weapon or not. That's sort of weird.
It's straight fascism.
It is. It's like, who cares? I don't see the difference between the semi and the auto either.
Well, there's a well-circulated clip of Alex Jones just listing off all the dictators we've had in the last 150 years, and it's just this guy took the guns, and this guy took the guns, and this guy took the guns.
Yep, it's true, too.
I mean,
that's how the progressives look at it. I'm like, they're all bad. They don't like guns, neither the Democrats or the Republicans. You know?
Well, Marx is a horrible fucking person, and not just ideology, but like the person he was.
Fuck Karl Marx. Like, I like Karl Marx, but he was an asshole. Fuck him. You know, I do not like you know, I like that he was trying. I don't like anything that he did. You know.
trying. He sat around and loafed off his parents his whole life while
Yeah,
telling people to go murder everyone.
yeah, but he was working with giant socioeconomical political systems, you know, and that's an attempt at sort of trying to help people have structure, you know, and that aspect of it. But I don't think he was successful in any of it. He sucks. He was an asshole. He was,
Yeah, he did some bad stuff.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, you can tell why he's doing shit like that. It's because like they didn't have the structure they needed, you know, or on capitalism or any of it. There was rampant corruption in their politics and all that stuff, just like us. So I think
I've
he was
always
just trying to build a system just like we are, you know.
I've always felt it's more like he's a fat, useless fuck, and like
Yeah.
most of them, they try to find a way to not
No,
work.
no,
but
you
still
want
live
to.
a very pleasurable life, and I think that's
Yes.
what he was doing, was trying to find a way to not work, but still live a
Exactly.
life.
Now, yep, I was going to try and correct you, but no, you said it exactly right. You want to know why they push that system? Is so the people at the top don't have to fucking work, and they can just collect the entire public's, you know, value. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what communism is. That's what socialism is. I would never
that
push
ties
it in
like,
America.
oh, workers of the world, go do everything on my bucket list.
Yeah, I am not a communist. I'm not even close to it and shit. I believe in capitalism. I believe in free trade, like full blown free trade of
Well,
of
so
anything.
capitalism in itself is a Marxist term. It's
Yeah.
not a real term.
Yeah, it's not a real term.
Free,
No.
free market is the correct term.
Yeah, free market.
So
Yeah.
by calling it capitalism, you're actually buying into the communist propaganda, or the Marxist propaganda, I should say.
Yep.
So
I just call it what they call
avoid
it.
that word.
You know.
I know, and it's such a part of our language at this point that it's really hard to avoid using it. But
I like
it is
dropping
still
Keynesian. You know, we talk about
propaganda
Keynesian
whenever you say it.
or Keynesian. Sorry, Keynesian. You know, Keynesian economics and stuff. That's interesting to me. Capitalism is like
Hey,
their
Kat, did you
buzzword.
grab that pick?
I did, and I'm picking out this coal right now.
Okay. I was gonna say there's a cold note over here, but if you already have one, that's great.
I'm picking coal as we speak.
Yeah, that's a great nighttime activity. I'm just going around dismantling cars and checking mailboxes myself.
Hmm.
So I've noticed different like objects in the world respawn at different rates. Mailboxes respawn a lot faster than most things.
Good. Yeah, that's like road
Actually a good
signs.
idea. Like check mailboxes all the time is something I'm always into doing.
Like I would say they would probably call me a socialist democrat. I think the like America tribalists would probably call me a socialist democrat, but that's not me. I have a different belief of the top 10 things that people need, like food, water, shelter, transportation, education, childcare, mental health, infrastructure, should not ever be handled by private entities. I believe those things should be handled by the government and price fixed so that every American gets the best chance that they can possibly get to thrive. And then the rest of it is free trade. You can sell money, you can sell sex, you can sell dope, you can sell murder. Doesn't matter what it is, honestly. And that part of it is kind of evil. It is. It's like we're almost feudal European view. It's like almost anarchist, right? But that's my view, and it is absolutely not capitalist because it supports the people first before any money ever gets spent on anything else. You know. Like you can make billions of dollars, but and also I kind of want a salary cap of like $100 million, but that's the weird liberal shit that's kind of brainwashed me out there. If you wanted to say the liberals have brainwashed me somehow, it's the salary cap. That's something that Ralph Nader's talked about when I used to go watch him at rallies and stuff. And I kind of fell in love with the idea of a maximum wage as opposed to a minimum one, and the idea of like.
I've never heard that described to me in a way like a wage cap. I've never heard it described to me in a way that made any sense that it would solve any problem.
It wouldn't solve. Well, my problem is, it's like, why would anybody need more than $100 million? What could you possibly buy that's more than $100 million?
Why would anyone ever need more than $100,000?
I feel the same. Well, but you can't cap it that low because you could need that. If you need to do cancer research, that might be like $100 million. If you're saying, you know,
if everyone made $80,000, I don't think they'd charge as much for cancer research now, would they?
Yeah, but I mean, what you're talking about is basically socialism. socialism. That's full blown like the money system under socialism. Your cap's like $100 grand, I think.
Well, no, so I feel like if you can remove fascism from the picture, and I'm talking like actual fascism, like where it's a merger of government and corporate
Wiring on the
entities.
ground.
Okay.
So go ahead.
I think that basically undermines free trade in a way where it becomes unworkable. Like you can't have 50 fucking candy manufacturers all fighting for each other and have to be fair when one of them is paying government politicians a bunch of money to pass legislation that unfairly favors that one candy maker, because that candy maker is always going to rise to the top and dominate the other ones, and then it's just going to be a monopoly again. So I mean, that's fascism kind of shit when you have the government working hand in hand with corporations.
Yep.
I mean,
Well
a lot
said.
of people don't realize that Nazism and fascism are totally different things. Like fascism
Very
is
different.
actually racial. They're very fascism is very non-racial. That was one of the big splits that Mussolini had with Hitler, was when Adolf decided to go off and make it a racial thing. That's one of the things that made them stop being best friends anymore.
The day that I visited London, I'm sorry, not the day, but we visited London for 3 weeks for a Camelot tour when I was in high school. And the day we got there, there was an IMF WTO riot. And out in front of the tunnel, or like the underground tunnel, right? We were taking trains everywhere we went. There was armed royal escorts with M16 standing on the corner around citizens who were like, I would say lower class, kind of poor, just kind of working their lives and doing their stuff. And this was amazing to me as a young American at the age of like 15, right? Seeing London bobbies with M16 standing outside the tunnel. And that's an example of how fascism in a country where there's not the police don't even have guns. You know, that's not really a fascist country beyond the fact that, you know, the crown runs everything. But I mean, fascism does exist there. It exists there just as much as it does here. It can exist anywhere, and it crosses country lines and political parties. You know.
Well, most of these policies and laws and shit are just like a backup for a society that's gone wrong. And one problem is I think London has a very backward society. I think America does too. I'm not saying it's just London, but I think the people are what's really fucked up, and the laws are only going to go so far to fix that. Or even if, I mean, hell, in America we have a Constitution, and there's all kinds of mentally ill people trying to fucking tear apart the Constitution. It's supposed to be the law of the land, you know. If you don't like it, move fucking somewhere else.
I did a bit on my stream a couple of days ago because most people don't remember what the First Amendment even is. You know, I forget sometimes. You know, it's like the First Amendment is there's no law respecting an establishment or religion or prohibiting its free exercise, right? It protects freedom of speech, the press, assembly, the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. And it's like essentially the freedom of a religion, but also sort of the separation of church and state, too.
Well, where I'll get into an argument with you on that one is going in the time period that this was all written, I believe that was, I mean, yes, it works both ways.
Yeah,
so
this is 1770s when they wrote
I would
this.
argue it was more, well, so a lot of these people were like Protestants fleeing England from the Church of England. Like, they were tired of the king trying to fucking force people into doing shit and trying to take over the church. That's what the Church of England was the king making his own church because he wanted to get divorced and do whatever he wanted without any kind of restrictions or anyone poo-pooing him. So I really do believe the initial conception of separation of church and state was to protect the church from the state more than the state from the church. I don't think they were even really thinking about from the state from the church.
Yep. You know, I am an ultra leftist liberal, but absolutely do not mind state making. I did it for the first 6 grades that I was in. I had to recite the Statue of Allegiance every single day in the morning at like 8:30 in the morning in homeroom, or whatever, you know, classroom. And then we also had to say prayers the first 6 years of it. We literally had to go to Vespers every Wednesday and all that. And I am not a God-fearing man, nor am I Christian or religious, but I believe in spirituality very strongly. And I actually do not have an issue. You know, it's kind of funny. I don't have an issue with prayers in school or even the Ten Commandments on Louisiana walls or any of that stuff that you might think some fucking ultra left-wing liberal might have an issue with. I'm actually pro-freedom, and I actually do not care about that stuff at all. I don't want the teacher telling the kids to do it, But beyond that, don't care. That's weird, you know. I see all the liberals being like, I don't want the Ten Commandments in the school. And I'm like, well, but they exist. We put all kinds of other things on the walls in schools, don't we?
Well, that's the thing. Like people, without even getting into like religion, people are hardwired for spirituality. They're gonna
Yeah,
believe something. They're gonna believe something that they can't
exactly.
see, no matter what. And I'd rather them believe, even if I wasn't Christian, I'd rather them believe the Bible, which there's a lot of good shit in the Ten Commandments. There's a lot of shit people have over the years corrupted for their own uses. I'm not going to deny that, but there's a lot of good shit guiding people's
Tenets.
lives.
Yes.
Like, respect your father and mother, don't lie.
I love the Ten
Whatever.
Commandments. They keep me from getting
But
murdered all the time. I guarantee it. I think the only reason why a bunch of people haven't tried to kill me is because of the Ten Commandments. I know it. You know?
I would rather a society, even if I wasn't Christian, I'd rather a society live by those commandments than whatever some fucking chucklefuck decided to come up with in his basement. Because I think those are good commandments, just standing on their own without any kind of other background influence. I think they're overall good commandments for society to live by. Uh, I don't want a school where I have to worry about my 6-year-old learning how to use a butt plug. And in a
Nope.
world without the Bible, that's a real
That
possibility.
is
And
never appropriate ever. Nope.
yeah, well, I believe that mom and dad are responsible for the talk, and I think it's fucked up that, yeah, I've heard tales of like adults on the night of their wedding getting told by their parents how sex works, and that's totally fucked up too. But that's the parent failed, and I don't think the state should step in for all children as a remedy for a parent failing.
I think sex education is important along the basic thing that if you get semen inside that hole, you're going to have overpopulation. But that's beyond that. I actually kind of think the person should find out for themselves.
Well, yeah, like
Honestly.
I think we should be able to agree that teaching kids sphincterbation is
Yeah.
inappropriate at any age, and
When did this stuff
especially
get
when it's
so
singly.
weird? Like the last 20 years, it got really weird. We were fine for 60 years. I think they've been teaching sex ed since like the 60s, haven't they, or something?
Oh, I think it's a lot of people now. America, at least in the last 100 years, has never been as Christian as people act like it is. Because there's a lot
No,
of same thing in Muslim countries.
no. This is a
People will
very
say they're
mixed country.
Christian, even though they've never had a Christian thought in their lives. They just
No,
grew up in a family where they said they were Christian. Maybe they went to church. Who knows if he was even a legitimate church? And I think, like I said, the same thing happens in Islamic countries and probably any country with a major religion.
right?
But there's a lot of people who aren't really that religion that still say they are. So you have a lot of people who grew up in Christian families, or at least said they were, but they never were. And I think a lot of it is just now that like the sexual revolution has happened and people are more free to go do whatever depraved shit they want. I think a lot of them have a chip on their shoulders, and it's not just I'm happy, or it's not just they're happy they can go do whatever the fuck they want. It's they want to do whatever they want, and they want to go shit on everyone that they think used to harm them at some point.
Yeah, that's very astute. I think you're absolutely
I
correct.
don't I don't think there's a reason for a bunch of militant
No,
homosexuals to go around trying to put rainbow flags in front of a church.
no. I like.
But there are in certain areas of the country though.
Yep.
Or like why does a gay I hate the whole idea of them using the term pride and a rainbow because those are both well, yeah, pride is what the Pope had called one of the was the prime sins or some shit like that. I'm not a Catholic, but
You're
anyway,
not Catholic?
you know, no, hell no, I'm not Catholic. I'm an actual Christian.
Are you Lutheran?
Yeah, fight me over that. No, my mom actually,
There's
when I was
many
growing,
sects of Christianity, Baegon. I actually do. I'm a good profiler. I'm a good social profiler. I'm very good at that. But if I were to guess your religion, I would have said Catholic, honestly.
no, have you seen the fucking Pope? He's a heretic.
Yes, I
The
have.
Catholic Church has been corrupted for so long. That's why the schism happened. 'Cause
That
the Catholic
surprises
Church
me that you're not
was
Catholic. What
based
are you?
in
What are you then?
bullshit.
Just a normal Christian?
I mean, the denomination that I attend
Episcopalian?
predominantly is a Foursquare church, and that was something that was started out of a Californian spiritual movement in the 1900s, I believe.
Oh, okay. Well, I,
But
I I come from a Moravian sect, which is Quaker, and
oh,
but I don't. I stopped practicing when I was, God, when my parents divorced. That was like I was like 13, I think, something like that.
I mean, if we're jumping on that, yeah, we're jumping conversation topics too. But if we're
Yeah.
jumping on that one,
I'm more
I
weird than you.
one problem I get is a lot of churches, and I think this is partially because they're afraid of losing their nonprofit status, which has been a real threat over the years.
Yeah.
A lot of churches have become whores to the government
And the cults
because
have been abusing it too. Yeah.
they're too afraid to speak the Bible's truth because they're afraid that some left wing atheistic politician is going to come fucking strip their nonprofit funding. I don't think that's a good reason. I think you should be willing to pay property taxes before you compromise on your core religious beliefs. But
Right?
yeah, so you have a lot of churches that they'll say the peace, love, hippie shit, but they'll never say the fire and brimstone shit. And I think they both have a place. I don't think you should be afraid to talk about Sodom and Gomorrah, for example, because
No.
it's not politically convenient right now. I think you should be willing to talk about them still. It doesn't mean we need to go around and kill people that are sinning in the streets, but we should still be able to say, this is a sin, this is wrong, and we should never be afraid to say that.
Yep, when I look at all the trankers in the fucking street, I'm like, oh, well, there's just Sodom and Gomorrah right there in front of our goddamn kids' eyes, you know?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's...
I think every American
It's
thinks
not
that.
just
I don't know any
sexual.
American who doesn't think that, you know?
It's not strictly a sexual thing either. I mean,
No.
I can't
No,
remember...
no,
Sodom-
it's,
I really do need to spend more time rereading my
It's a
Bible.
mental
I can't
health
work with
thing.
Sodom and Gomorrah, but there was one of those stories where it was a family went to one of those really shitty sin holes, and the people heard that there was an outside family at this house, and they said, "Come and let us rape them." Effectively, I was let us know them. I think is the term in the scripture, but you know they wanted to come rape these out of towners, and the guy. The man of the house, he gave them his wife instead of giving
Oh,
them
Prima
the
Noctis? You're talking about Prima Noctis?
uh,
That's what
It's-
you're talking about, right? So
long enough, I need to reread it. Like
the
I was saying.
Lord of the Scottish or British land for about 1,000 years could just show up the night of your wedding night. This was
Oh
in
no,
Braveheart.
this is this is in the Middle East.
Oh,
I'm not
it's
talking
Middle
about
East.
Scotland.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, this is a biblical story.
Oh, it's a biblical story. I thought you were talking about like Christian.
Oh, I'm doing a little bit of
leadership.
paraphrasing here because, like I mentioned several times, I need to reread these
Yeah.
parts of scripture again to better familiarize myself with the story. There's a lot of weird stories in the Old Testament.
There is, yeah, and look, oh yeah, I love Old Testament's my favorite. Yeah, I've read it like twice.
There's definitely a lot of crazy shit goes on. But yeah, it was this guy didn't
Leviticus
want
or
to.
any
He
of
didn't want
that.
to turn over his house guests to this mob that wanted to rape them, so he gave them his wife, and they actually murdered his wife. They fucking raped her to death in the streets.
I don't understand a
And
God
then
who
he
would
had
let
to bury
something
her
like
later.
that happen, but okay.
No, it's a pretty fucked up story. I don't think that God is as
It's a parable.
transparent and clear as what you just described, where
Yeah, God is in the plans, and sometimes that's death or whatever, you know.
oh, we all have our own challenges. Like I wouldn't say that God doesn't exist because someone has to sit in a wheelchair.
Nope.
No, I think maybe that's his challenge that he or she has to cope with in life. Like I've got my own challenges in life. I have to deal with it. You know, everyone's got their own shit.
Yep. Only Sith deal in absolutes, and like trying to say that that's people are evil because of something that their religion does, or something that their country does, or something. You know. People
Well, I
are
wouldn't say
generally
every-
really good, you know.
I would say the country of Turkey is very evil, but I wouldn't say every single person in Turkey is without a doubt evil.
I do not condone what he says, but I believe in his freedom to say it.
Yeah, whatever. No, Turkey does a lot of bad shit.
We all do, but we dropped the bomb on Japan without the public's.
Those were moral goods and necessities based on what was happening at the time, and
Yes,
we can
they
get
were,
into that.
but this still is morally bankrupt to kill
Oh.
a lot of innocent people.
I mean, Japan
the
in
innocent
that
people
era
do to
wasn't
us?
that innocent anymore.
No,
There's some
neither
pretty
were
bad
we.
shit they
Neither
did.
were we. No, I mean, do I care that America? Well, I care that America did this, but my only issue with America doing that was not that they did it, is because
By the
they
way,
didn't
pick
tell
a
us
quest.
first.
Pick up your quest while
Oh
we're
yeah.
talking.
Oh, it is 6 a.m. I'm sorry. I thought it was still like 3. I'm sorry.
It's one thing if we're having weird conversations, but you gotta still have your
I was
quest.
digging you clay.
Okay, well that's good too.
I
but
have
want
500
you-
clay.
I want you to have a bike so we can move on.
I do too. I just forgot that it was. See, it's weird. Rust gets lighter at like 9 a.m. This game it's like 6.
Well, it is, but they open at 4 now. It didn't used to be that case.
Oh, it didn't? Wow.
Yeah, I'm really surprised nobody else is on by now. I thought for sure they would be on.
Yeah. So it is a work day.
State your business.
Yeah, but we have East Coasters that play, and it's 5 o'clock where they are. They should have been on by now.
Okay, clear zombies 320.
Look, Buckhead, I'll
Wait,
give
hold on.
thought
Clear
you
zombie,
might
yeah,
be
320.
yellow.
Okay.
I don't like. I'd say it's
Yeah, that's
been an
close enough.
honor.
Okay, and I just have to dump and then I'm ready. I'll just throw in the box if you're raring to go. Are you ready?
I'm gonna start heading there, yeah.
Alright.
Remember, I can always loot stuff on the way. It's not like I just have to sit there with my thumb on my butt.
No, I don't care. I was just, letting you know if you're heading out that I do need to drop. I'm like full of play.
Yeah, that's fine. Although, for the record, just on the subject hopping, a lot of these subjects do take a lot more exploring and unpacking to really give a proper summary of ideas. We are hopping around way too fast to do that in most cases.
These are mass debate topics that both of us are doing extremely well with. I was not a master debater, but I was a debate class person who did very well. Let's put it that way.
I never went to debate class because I figured I argued enough as it was.
See, we were during the 9/11 era, and I was in a private school. I was like required to do that. Our entire school would get together, all 65 of us, and all 65 of us had an open forum. It was insane.
See, I did too much not caring and drinking the Kool-Aid kind of stuff. Like, I was perfectly fine just going Republican good, Democrat bad, up until the 2016 election when actually politics became fun for me. That's one thing you can never take away from me. It's like, Trump made politics interesting for me. I never thought they were interesting or fun before then.
For me, it was Ralph Nader, and then he quit when they had to buy out the progressives. They always buy out the progressives when one of them is losing, right? It's what happened to Bernie. It's what happened to Ralph Nader. It's what's gonna happen to whoever's running the Green Party right now. I forget the name. And also the Libertarian Party, like whoever's running for Libertarian.
Oh, Libertarian Party's dead. Did you see their candidate?
Yeah, I think they did die, actually.
Laughingstock.
Yeah.
No, he's a total laughingstock. He's almost like what he is to libertarianism what the current Catholic Pope is to Catholicism. Just proof it's broken and complete heresy to any of the ideals that group has ever held before.
Which is a shame, because the alt-right needs like a new identity, just like I need a new identity for alt-left. We need new parties now. I think
my take has been at least the use of alt-right is more or less just a buzz term.
It is. Well, I mean, it's a blanket term.
Scary boogeyman I don't agree with.
Yep. It's a blanket term for people who have different opinions, but they tend to be conservative.
Well, see, alt-right just means alternate right-wing, right? I mean...
No, alt-right is anybody who doesn't vote Republican. It's a huge blanket spectrum.
No, alt-right doesn't mean anyone who doesn't vote Republican.
Well, sorry, anybody conservative who does not vote the GOP ticket. That's alt-right. Anybody. There's so many. There's like 7 different entities. There's like, libertarians. I forget all those parties, but there's a bunch of them.
I've never heard that description of it before.
That's how I view alt-left. I mean, there's like for us, it's like the Green Party, Rent's Too Damn High Party, shit like that. Like all the weird...
Well, I believe the rent's too damn high, too.
Lunatic fringe. I know, I mean, I do too, because you're a good person. Like, a lot of people are landlords and they don't think that.
Well, I looked at my house value recently, and...
What's your house value? Do you care to share?
Without giving the house value...
No, tell me what it is. What's your house value?
It's $500,000.
Okay.
It was $350 roughly when my mom bought it originally.
So you're eating pizza right now, Baegon, but you ain't poor.
Oh no, dude. If you look at my bank account, I'm poor as fuck.
You're liquid. You're liquid poor.
Have
you are
less than you.
Oh yeah.
No, that is just what's left of my inheritance after I burned most of it on my fucking soon-to-be ex-wife's custody battle. I need water apparently.
Maybe a bad subject, maybe. Yeah.
Oh shit, my wrench just broke in the middle of... You don't have a repair kit on you, do you?
I don't, sorry.
Okay, let's fuck up this house real quick.
I'm gonna take this R. You did all the work to break it.
Yeah, well, let's kill the house because I need the stuff in the house. Oh, there's another... Oh shit, stuff is respawned here. I see lootables that weren't lootable earlier. There are zombies. Thought you were a fucking zombie for a second.
Nope. I should. Usually I say I'm coming in. I'll be like, I'm coming in.
Yeah, but so just to finish that thought,
Shall we start it?
Is it Zillow or whatever that gives those housing price estimates?
Yeah.
They also give what a rental price estimate would be for that house.
Oh yeah, what's that?
2,500, I think it was.
That's what I think I could get for my place, and that's what I'm gonna do probably. I'm probably gonna rent out my main house for the rest of my life for like 2,500 a month, and just live fine. Live fine.
Well, I was looking at it like that. I couldn't afford to live in my house. That's for sure.
Dude, like, you should just do that. Rent your house out, Baegon. Rent your fucking house out.
And what, live with my
And
parents?
play video games with me for the rest of your life. Yeah, rent your house out for like 50 grand a year.
No, my parents would tolerate me. Well, okay, that's something I don't want to get into.
No. This is too personal.
Like,
this stuff.
I have no experience managing a property. Start your damn quest already.
All right, I didn't know.
But yeah, I don't have any experience in that kind of stuff, so that's a lot for me to want to step into. Plus, it's my only home, and I don't want to live with my parents longer than unfortunate reality forces me to at the moment.
I was talking about like maybe 10 years. Like in 10 years, when you reach retirement age, you know, just rent out the house and live in some smaller property maybe.
I grew up with like a fairly stable family environment.
Me too.
I didn't live in just one house my entire childhood, but I want to preserve that to a degree for my children.
Me too.
So I definitely don't want to, while I have kids, just try leaving. I would like to someday move to like Tennessee or something. I think it's a pretty neat state. It's got politics that generally agree with me more.
Nashville's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's even halfway dovetailing into the conversation we were having earlier.
I gotta link you a video I watched recently about Tennessee, right? So in Memphis, this right wing pocket of people that were rich, right? They decided that they wanted to build a giant pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee, the size of the Gaza pyramid, and they did it, Baegon. And they turned it into an amphitheater, and it took like 30 years. And I'll link you the video of it, but you should see the Memphis, Tennessee. There's a giant Gaza pyramid, the size of a Gaza pyramid, at the front of the highway going into Memphis, Tennessee, and it's fucking beautiful. The pyramid itself is fucking beautiful. You should see it. Go Google it someday. The Memphis pyramid, yo.
That kind of shit is one of the big reasons why I do kind of wish we still had like really powerful top-down monarchies and theocracies. Because ever since we started degrading into the false pretense of people controlling their destinies, we don't build cool shit.
We don't build shit like that. We don't. We work middle class till we die. It's a goddamn American tragedy and shit. You know.
Yeah, like I think humanity lost something by not having those grand architectural monuments get thrown up anymore. We just don't see them anymore.
The reason that I put you through me streaming like this is I want like a 50-year fucking monument to myself. Hundreds of thousands of hours of just a monument to myself for the fucking ages, right? It's me. It's like I don't need to go work with concrete like them. I want to do it digitally, right? And I don't see anybody trying to build a legacy like that at all. Shit like that, you know. It's annoying.
There's lots of people that try to do video game streaming for a living.
Yeah, but not stream. I'm talking about like a history, like 14 hours every day for 50 years, you know. And it does. I'm not saying people need to do that. I'm saying they should always be chasing some really awesome dream like that. You know, it doesn't have to be mine.
Well, I want to have the white picket fence experience.
That's
where I've got
a
wife that doesn't want to fucking cheat on me or leave me or some shit.
Church,
church, dad, and all that.
Yep. Yeah, that's my dream too. That's my greatest dream, and I've just never been that normal. I aspire to be that normal one day.
Yes, that's why even though I've made bad decisions with women in my life up to this point, once I get my weight back under control and things have settled down, I'm definitely going to want to look around for someone again. I'll just want to do it differently and hopefully better. Try to become more wise with age.
I'm a driver. I'm a winner. Things are going to change. I can feel it.
So, yeah, I definitely think I was put in this world
to do something,
not be some single guy just playing video games all day. Because I mean, I've had periods of my life where I was able to do that for a while, and it gets really empty for me. Like, it gets really empty, and I feel like I'm wasting my life.
Yep. Yeah, there was this point when I reached 38 where I was in the madhouse for 2 years because I was like, I was not successful in the previous things that I'd done to be a legacy to myself. Like I was the lead singer for 8 years, and I had, like, done a lot of things with my life that most people didn't do, but like I didn't reach any success with it. So that was my decision now. I was like, I want to reach what I consider to be success with some personal passion thing. It's hard to define what it is either.
Yeah, I love how a lot of these car components that I have zero use for, the trader actually buys for a fairly good rate.
Yeah, I've been looking at like sales. I'm like, should we be selling some of this stuff? I don't know.
Well, if we're progressing tiers properly, we wouldn't need to because we'd be making so much just base.
Yeah.
But we haven't been doing that because we're doing tier 1 still.
Yep.
I'm doing the tier 1 still because I want to get the magazines. That's why I'm still motivated to keep following you around for these. Otherwise, I would be fully devoted to just doing other shit while you progress your tier up.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, this is Horde Night. We need to actually make some arrows.
Yeah. Like
Best
yeah, I have
clear 'em, man.
let's see, 4 feathers. That's it. I don't really get like much lows out there.
Wipe
but
that smirk off your
I got
face.
200
Doing one
wood,
job doesn't make
100
us
metal,
pals. Got it.
And a sniper volume 3.
Now that you did the job, I guess you ain't that damn bad after
So I have
all.
a choice of scrapping for fun, insulated liner mod schematic, coal, glue, or grilled meat.
The glue might be the most valuable there.
Glue out of over coal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, too late.
you know where to get coal. So yeah,
Yeah,
glue. Because
glue.
glue you can't just farm. You have to go find glue.
Yep, spoken like a master.
Yeah, a lot of this comes down to later in the game, how do I acquire it? If it's easy to acquire, awesome. I'll just acquire it easily. But stuff like glue, you cannot acquire it easily, so it's long-term much more valuable. And we need duct tape for everything. If you want me to actually start crafting, we need a lot more duct tape.
Yeah, I mean, that's, to me, the hardest thing of all. In almost,
Like, I've
in
got
almost
lots of
all
iron.
of these games. Because duct tape dies after a couple of years.
Yeah. We definitely need coal. Like, gotta keep those fires burning and shit.
Yep, I've been trying to dig clay. I'll go out and start looking for coal now. Oh no, I should be chaining the level 1s. Here's a sniper volume. Oh no, are you still up here? Yeah, here's sniper volume 3.
Oh, thank you. That way I'm going to make a bunch of arrows, so don't worry about that.
I pulled level 2 commando boots.
So we don't have any water right now, besides dirty water.
I have 2 clean here for you.
You can use the... Oh, well, thank you. You didn't need to.
Sorry, well, I was kind of hogging them.
I'm using my helmet mod so that I can just drink dirty water right now, because we still have like another hour of blueberry pies cooking. And then I've got like 40 plus water that's just going to pop out as soon as it's done with that.
Okay, I shall head to the mission now.
Oh, are you doing another mission?
No, yes.
Just remember, it is final night. Tonight's the thing. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, you need to tier up. I'm going to take a break from that and focus on some more prep stuff.
Yeah, you could eat too.
Oh, real life eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about after Horde Night? Then we can relax. But Horde Night should be our experience farm where we get a few levels for just plinking stuff on a tower.
The wrong end of my 44.
And
All
the
of
base
these
should
are
be
so
set up
fun.
so it
Shit work. Let's get one thing straight. You're not working with me.
And you actually do get some decent experience from harvesting, like just the mushrooms. 3,000 experience for harvesting them right now.
Ooh,
I got 350 mushrooms.
nice.
That's a lot of mushrooms.
You have walkers on your front lawn, 3 of them.
As long as they don't see me, I'm fine leaving them alone right now, but you can go ahead and kill them if you want.
No, I'm going to this mission. 3 magazines. Electrical traps, tech planet, and wiring.
I have so many big floppy wieners growing on the rooftop of our base now.
It's a veritable bone garden.
I've got like 90 of them that I'm planting right now.
Meat petals bloom in the bone garden. That's a lyric by a band called The Distillers.
Right. Just threw down all the mushrooms.
Old sham sandwich, nice. Oh, you aggro. Damn it, did your friend aggro?
Oh, thank you for storing away your dukes, by the way. I can probably find something not water-related to help with that. That's like, you don't get dukes very fast for tier 1s, but they do add up.
They have fixed Fortnite. Like 3 days ago, they launched a new Fortnite called Reloaded. And it's like you're on a 4-man team and it spawns you in 30 seconds after you die, wherever your team is. And it's so fun. They actually are going to save shooters, I think. They're going to save multiplayer shooters. It's like really good news for the scene. There hasn't been something new in shooters for a long time, but I think this is it. I played like 5 hours of it last night, and I was like, oh my god, I wish I had this when I was a child, when I was like a 15-year-old kid. The kids are so lucky.
So I feel kind of bad I just spent all of your dukes on something.
Oh, I don't. Those are your
holy
dukes,
shit.
dude. Everything on this server is yours, because like I can't main here, so all this loot, this is yours.
That's like because you play way too much, but
Yeah,
anyway,
like because I'll just run the hours for it too much. Yeah.
Vendor had a level 3 ratchet wrench.
Okay. Very good. I need that.
Huge.
That's mine.
I can start taking apart cars now.
No, I'm taking your other one.
So yeah, I'm gonna. Shoot, I want to pick up cars now. Part of me thinks I should instead be looking for feathers to make more arrows with. I think I'm fine. It's just with this ratchet wrench at level 3, I actually have a decent capability for taking apart vehicles now. It's not anything like getting the impact driver, but it's day and night difference from what I was at. Oh yeah, it does 255 damage to the car versus like the 30 that I was doing. Wait, no, sorry, not 200. 100 something. Sorry, numbers are weird. I think the car was already damaged when I started breaking it up. Okay, it's doing 95 damage to cars. That's the real number. 95 versus what was like 30 or 35 before when I had the old one. So, yes, it was absolutely worth the... how much was that? I think it was about 3,500 dukes. I can also start taking apart energy drink machines and shit like that. The vending machines, they give you about 5 metal bars per, like the good metal bars and the not so good metal bars.
Yeah. Sorry, I have not horror, but I have like 10 zombies, so I'm listening, but I'm just fighting.
Okay. I'm just going on about how awesome this ratchet wrench is.
Yeah, that's very good. I'm glad that we had that.
Yeah, just getting the ability to tear apart mechanical stuff at a decent rate is just huge in this game.
Yeah.
I can even tear apart an ATM now. ATMs are always good to break apart. They usually have between, like, at least 300 old world dollars, but I've seen them drop like 1,500 before.
Yeah.
And that turns into a substantial number of dukes for how long you have to sit there whacking it.
Whacking it.
Well, it makes me wish I wasn't so invested in intelligence and fortitude right now, because I would love to go a little deeper in the disassembling perks.
Right?
Makes you get more and disassemble faster, and if you take those all, you could strip all the cars on the map pretty easily.
Yes, which would make our progression faster.
Well, it would give us stuff that we're not even ready to use yet is the problem. We get a lot of iron, though. The iron is actually really useful at this stage. Right now, we're at a point where if I get iron, I can turn it into iron ingots, which are used for like all the crafting shit we actually need right now. Okay, 400 something bucks in that one, but yeah, ATMs are definitely worth breaking. Well, now that I realize I can sell vehicle oil and headlights at a pretty decent rate to the trader, it makes this a lot more valuable to me. Because historically, I have actually just junked those as I've found them. You know, I just scrap them to a handful of lead or whatever it is they turn into.
Yeah. This is better.
Well, we're poor as shit because we're just doing tier 1s, so that's a real meaningful amount of currency for us. Wait till I get myself an impact driver, though. It's gonna break the game.
Right? I can't wait.
Oh. So right now, I told you I'm doing like 95 vehicle damage per turn of my tool. If you're talented out and you have the impact driver, I think it's like 250. So you actually are able to just tear vehicles apart. Like the problem then is you very easily can strip all the vehicles in the town, and there's nothing to strip anymore. These vehicles can take a while to respawn on their own.
Oh, 18.
still can't stop asking myself where the hell are all the other players right now, because they should all be really amped to be playing this game, and I'm pretty sure at least 2 or 3 of them are home by now.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like right now, it's not too late for them to like hop in the Horde base and get ready for a bunch of free experience.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about waiting all freaking day to finally eat my pizza, it tastes that much better.
Yeah.
But I am getting hungry enough that even though I'm like addicted to a video game that I'm very much into right now, I am starting to feel the hunger pains.
There's no reason to neglect yourself. There's no rush. We're gonna be at this for months.
Oh, there is, and that reason is about five in-game hours away right now.
That's true.
Like I said,
Good
after
point.
the horde mode, I'll switch over and get some pizza. But right now,
Me too.
focus. All right, well, I just did a loop and got a whole. Oh, there's a horde of zombies trapped inside the trader. Yeah, I'll set them free after I drop my stuff off. I'm pretty full. Oh yeah, I just got a lot of dukes for selling some car crap.
Ooh,
Lots and lots of dookies.
water filters.
That would be very helpful if I could buy some of those. Yeah, it's so cheap for me to afford those, so it's nice to go and do them. Oh, you died?
No. Oh, there's
Oh,
your
okay.
friend. One of them.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, I got a chat update, like something happened. I thought maybe you died.
No.
Wow, water filters are 7,500. I can't afford that. They used to be a third of that.
Oh.
Well, I think it's because now they're a convenience item, whereas they used to be a necessity to even make the thing. But yeah, now that they're a convenience item, they are very expensive.
Yeah.
All right, hope you're kind of making your way over. We got 3 in-game hours.
Yeah, I'm about probably, I don't know, 2-3 minutes away. 175 meters.
Hey, you took a rifle type weapon earlier, didn't you?
Yep, got a, yes I did.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I could have that for Horde Night,
Sure.
and then I'll give you a bunch of ammunition, and I'll just go sniper mode basically for Horde Night.
Yeah, it's fun by me. I don't care.
Nice if I could get Kevin to fucking respawn and like get over here. So just make sure you have some food and water.
Actually, will you? Well, let me dump real quick in the dump box. But I want here's mags for you on the ground. And will you kill me after I dump here? Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay, do it, buddy. Thank you.
I just got an achievement.
Nice, that's good. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about abusing suicide. I hate doing it, but... It's easier and faster than eating all these resources and stuff.
Okay, I think we gotta go. Oh, gun.
Oh,
You have the gun on you.
arrows. Yeah, I got the gun on me.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't get any. I left my arrows though in that box. I've got to get them. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay. I've got arrows on me.
Here's the gun. I'm gonna drop it for you.
No. Carry it with you. Do not drop it.
Okay,
Bring it to the base. And I'm going to the base right now, so I'm gonna need you to follow me as soon as you can.
I am. I'm just grabbing my arrows. That's all.
Okay. I'm going straight to the base.
No rock at all. No cards. You have rocks.
I have stone.
Stone, I mean. Yeah. I need to make arrows. And I have all the other mats.
Hey, grab the iron arrow tips in the ammo box if you're doing that.
I already left.
I got an hour and a half.
Okay.
Oh, repair kits. Can you grab a repair kit? That's actually important, and I forgot.
Sure.
Repair kit, and then grab the iron arrowheads. And then get the fuck over here. Just running out of time.
Iron arrowheads are in ammo, are they?
Yeah, they're in ammo.
Okay.
Yep, just hurry. You're
Steel
right.
steel arrowheads or
Iron arrowheads.
Oh, sorry, here they go. I found them.
And grab the repair kits too.
I
if you
got
didn't
them.
already.
Yeah.
Okay, now just start booking it because we are actually out of time.
I'm aware.
I would hop in Discord and yell at Kevin, but he's not on. This is weird because he's a West Coaster like us, and the fucking East Coasters aren't on yet.
Can hop Discord now once we do this trade if you need to.
He's not in Discord, so that's not going to help anything.
Alright. Here's a pipe rifle on the ground, repair kits, iron arrowheads, wood, feathers. I brought iron arrows in case you wanted them.
No, I was gonna drop you mine.
So,
Here, take those arrows.
alright, thank you. I dropped the wood and the stone. Can you give me a little bit of wood and stone so I can repair my bow if I need to?
Yeah, as soon as I delete this ladder.
Alright.
Yeah, because I have to make sure this ladder does not give the zombies easy access.
Awesome.
Okay, you're after what?
Wood and stone. Just like 100 or whatever, like a few, like 10 or something, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, he's in the Discord. I'm gonna go chit chat with him. I'll
Here's
be back
wood and
to check him.
stone back for you.
No, just keep the stone.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, I'll be in text chat, but I'm gonna make sure he knows what we're doing.
All right. So I can't join your guys' call because I'm currently recording. So I'll be speaking through procs if we have any emergency situations. But we shouldn't have any problems. Sorry I couldn't join. I have arrows if anybody needs. Word. Can't move. Can't move. Dog got me in the back. I don't know why I fell off. Some kind of lag. Fucking dumb. Whatever. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I probably moved it like half a block or something. Sorry, and I'll go find it. It's right across our base. I can't remember where I left it. Where was it? It's like, it's wanna be. Where did I leave this? Oh no. I don't remember. I can hear you touching mushroom caps up there. Good Horde Night. Okay, I'm putting all the dump boxes in the box. This is a lot more loot that was in there. Tilde is a good key for in-game chat. If you need to talk to me. That's what my clan uses anyways. Thanks for the pie. Oh, it's a better bow. Cool. Lock picks on the ground. Maybe he's FK.
Is there something
Well,
you need? I guess I'm gonna have to pay you now that you did it. Well, come to think of it, I do have a task for a lowlife like you. Can't say I'm not surprised.
Oh, I like that. That's so much better than Rust. What a good revolver. Why can't Rust be like that? Rust doesn't have the frame rate this game does. Well, I mean, like this. Well, it has bad frame rate sometimes. It's more optimized, but it's doesn't have this smooth UE5 frame rate or whatever the engine this is. I'm digging their zombie vibe now. I think this is the best zombie game I've ever played. I will pause to eat too. I've been at this for 10 hours. This is a good time to eat. Man, 10 hours blew by not like nothing. That's how you can tell it's a good game. Look at the beautiful sky. This game's a lot more beautiful than it gets credit for, actually. I want to turn it up. Let's see. FSR Ultra. Can't change it off that. A is sharding 100. Texture filter cool. Texture filter ultra, reflection ultra, reflected shadow, shadows distant low, shadow quality ultra, particles 100, view distance medium, LOD distance 100, terrain quality ultra. Water quality could be high because it's not very common in this game. And object quality should be ultra. Room should be on, low, SS reflections. Yeah, we do want actually the high performance reflections. Sun shops on, apply. There, game looks slightly better. Yep. Oh look, it looks much better actually. Yeah, there we go. Because it's a slow, clunky game anyways. The years will be kind to this game. It'll just make it better and better and better as they're able to just tighten the graphics and update the frames and get the response and the combat animations better. As they get more money, they'll be able to hire more people and hopefully make it a smoother. It's one of the more naturalistic games I've ever played, you know? gonna send a text message right now to my crew and let them know about this game. It took me a bit. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
That was some crazy horde mode.
I'm about to eat myself here, but I'm getting this this one rank 1 out of the way.
Okay. Have you had your tier 1 reward yet?
Or tier 1. No, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was thinking you've been doing that for a while. I was kind of hoping you would have had it by now.
I have. I ran. I don't know how many now. 7.
Oh, we'll have the same.
6. Okay. What? I just reloaded it. I just reloaded it. What are you talking about, you piece of shit game? You are so annoying. That's odd. That's odd. So I ran past this shopping cart and there was like 70 or no, there was like maybe I guess 40 arrows like shot at it. You ever seen something like that before?
No, I haven't.
It kind of feels like somebody used it as target practice. But I mean, I was like trying to figure it out if a developer of the game did this or one of the people on the server.
Well, I'm sure the arrows wouldn't be there anymore if someone did it on the server.
Yeah, so I guess they designed like a cool little thing where I just got like I don't know how many arrows that was. Yeah, it was like 60 arrows for free, which is kind of cool. And it was set up. It was kind of an interesting bit of RP. Like there's like a shopping cart with like some dead corpse inside, and there's like signs of a struggle, and then 70 arrows in the ground, all shot perfectly, all within like a couple of inches of each other. It's kind of cool. Constantly full of loot. I am constantly full of loot. Constantly full of loot. Constantly full of loot. I want to get to my chest. My chest piece. Where are you, chest piece? Chest piece, chest piece. Well, I don't remember how to get to my fucking armor all the time. It's so annoying. There. So, modify. Put that in there. What do I look like? I look like an idiot.
Oh, Kevin was talking to me about the updates. So, right now we're on an experimental build.
Yes.
Well, he said that there was an update that on July 25th is when they're going to have like the actual, not special version of 1.0, and it's going to entail a server wipe.
Oh. Shit. Okay.
Oh, I mean, that means we have a whole month to play before a server wipe. So
yeah, and then we're going to do this all again, I guess. Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't care. I was just like, okay.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun too. I don't view that as negative, no. I was just like, oh shit. I mean, to me, that's nothing. I'm used to Rust where you wipe either on a weekly, 2 weekly, or 4 weekly basis. So, I mean, I'm very, very used to that. Losing my work all the time. The only way the only way you don't lose your work in Rust all the time is if there's one place you can do it, one server, and then you can also make your own. That's another reason why I stopped playing so much Rust, is it just erases all your work all the goddamn time. I like 76 more than Rust just because you can keep the work.
Yeah, I think once we go through that upcoming restart, it's probably just going to stay that way until eventually we decide to go play Power World or something.
Yeah, like the natural loop of the game is to go so many days that you've just conquered the server, right? And you're just done with the wipes, and you have all the loot. So you start over on your own, volition. But the only forced wipe, whatever I would imagine for this game, would be release.
Well, that's the thing, is it's kind of released, but it's not the full release.
This is the experimental one. It's not a release at all. It's just experimental.
Well, experimental is not really that experimental. This is the release. It's just this. I mean, you have to go into your game and select the beta version to even be able to download it right now. But this is the release.
Yeah, all the survival games are using that model right now.
But it's that way if they fuck up and people's servers get wiped but it's their fault, like the server's fault or some shit. You go, oh well, it's the beta version, just expect problems. There's less liability when you say it's a beta still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's a month from now. That's a lot of gameplay between then and now that we'll be able to get into, and we might very well be like kings of the world and basically done by the time we've
what's
wrapped
your
that up.
wrong? Now take your reward and get
In my
the hell out of
estimation,
here.
like, I mean, it doesn't matter what the loops are. It's just a fun game.
Yeah, be eventually at a point where like you've kind of done all the stuff and there's nothing to do but endlessly rerun tier 6s.
Yep. We have another good one coming. I'm going to buy it for you. Once Human is actually genuinely good like this. It like actually is. I'm so excited. Not that we should go play that game anytime soon, but you should own it. It's a good game. It's a good survival game like this. They don't make them like this, So the ones that do come out, like, they're worth buying. I buy all the survival games because it's like the best genre now for me. So I am turning in. I forgot, but did I turn in here? Yeah, I'm just not tracking, is why.
Oh, we have
Like
fucking
that
tons of
smirk
water in the
off
base
your
now.
face.
The
Doing one
pies got
job
done cooking.
doesn't make us pals. Got it.
Cobblestone lockpicks or an insulated liner mod schematic.
I mean, of those cobblestone, you don't have anything else like ammo?
Vitamins and grilled meat.
Okay, yeah, those are all pretty garbage.
Yep.
I would say probably the cobblestone. I think it's the most useful.
I got my bicycle.
I can. Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Nice. We can start doing tier 2s. Hey, I'm trying to. I know you said you're gonna go to break here, but
No, I'm in no rush. I don't care. What's up?
okay, there's a FEMA camp I want to clear out. If you feel
Sure.
like joining me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I do need to pee, which will, and also have to dump all this loot. So give me like 5 minutes.
Well, I'm headed back out, but you can just join me.
Just head back. Yeah. You don't have to wait for me if I'm too slow, but yeah, I'll come right away as soon as I mean, because I'm full of loot off that fetch quest. And I don't have to eat, but I do have to pee.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes till my pizza's done, I think. I'll check it in a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
you got time? Yeah, I'll eat when you eat then. I thought you had already eaten. Okay.
Oh, no, I got the pizza together. That's a whole separate labor.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm clearing the FEMA camp because there was a military zombie tent just outside of it. And those are neat because they actually have munitions crates in them, like military munitions crates. Now, I know my loot level is still kind of shit because I got a pipe pistol out of it, not a real pistol.
Right.
But yeah, it's still like a lot of ammo and a lot of worth your time stuff to go get.
Yes.
But I haven't gone into the FEMA camp yet. It has walls. I see military tents. There's ambulances and shit. So there's probably going to be a lot of scary zombies in it.
Fine by me. Sounds good to me.
Military zombies definitely take a bit more beating than the others. Like, they're not more dangerous. They're still slow and shit, but they definitely take more hits. It's just, now that I've got this ratchet wrench, I'm actually disassembling cars. It's nowhere near as good as if like I actually was spec'd for it and had the proper tier 3 tool, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's worth my time, especially because I'm able to sell like some of the components. I'm able to go and sell them at the vendor and actually get a pretty reasonable amount of money off them.
Yeah.
Like the engines that I normally just go and scrap, engines are worth like 200 dukes. I didn't realize. I think they got increased in value, actually. I think I would have noticed earlier if they were that valuable.
That seems like a lot of money to me.
Yeah, it is. That's why I want to, even though I'm not spec for, I only have 1 point in the out of 5 talent perk for dismantling. And, yeah, this is only a mid-level tool that I have at this point. It's still very much worth it to disassemble cars right now.
I have 7 lockpicks for you.
Okay, I can always use those.
Yeah.
But I'm over at the camp right now. Whenever you feel like running by, it's basically just a straight shot past the horde base.
Yep, I'm just dumping loot. I'm almost done here. I think I am done actually. I'm just trying to get rid of this bone. Do I have dukes? Yeah, I've also you have 4,400 dukes now.
Oh wow, you've really been farming up.
Maybe you might be able to buy something you want. I don't know. 'Cause I just put 2 grand in, so.
Since we're going to be doing tier 2s now, we're going to start seeing a lot more money.
Okay, I am all set inventory-wise and ammo-wise and food-wise and water-wise. I have your magazines and I am ready to go. I'm going to come to the to you at the vendor. I'm going to piss in there where it's safe.
Oh, so apparently this FEMA camp is a tier 4 dungeon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine by me. I don't care what tier it is.
Yeah, I'm fine hitting it.
Yeah.
But, like, there's tents and stuff we can hide on.
I gotta take it slow and stuff, but yeah.
Oh, I don't have any... I have no ranged capabilities, though.
Okay, I'm gonna piss. I'll be right back. Not long.
Okay.